Welcome to Magic Master Sets.
Hi, everybody. It's me. So I apologize for not loading anything lately. The spring and summer markets for real estate agents are extremely busy. So my business has picked up, and what I do has just been taking over a lot of my time. Like yesterday, I literally was just kind of all day from 8 a.m. till I think when I got home at 7:30 at night. So almost 12 hours. Like my day was just full, which is a good thing because I could use the money and it's nice to keep busy. But unfortunately, when I'm busy like that, it takes away from the time that I have to make the content that I want to and kind of keep up with my hobby. However, part of the other reason I've been busy is kind of a little bit what you can see behind me, and I'm going to show you. I'm not going to pull my camera off my computer and move it all around because it's a little too much. But a couple weeks ago, there was on social media on Facebook Marketplace, there was somebody selling his bulk of like what he had, and I messaged him. We talked a little bit, and he was really close by, so I went over, met up with him, and picked up the bulk from him. So what you see behind me here, and I'm gonna try to keep this up and allow you to see. I don't know how much of this you can fully see. So what I have, let me kind of break this down for you, is I have my regular like TV trays here. I have four of them set up behind me, along with this, which is this big thing, which is my ironing board. So this is how I've been organizing. So I went through everything and I've already organized everything the way I like it. So it's already organized by the sets. It's already put in numerical order. So a lot of my time was spent doing that and separating. This big pile that you kind of see right here, this is all the bulk, or I'm sorry, not all the bulk. This is all the duplicates from organizing this. So as I was going through, as I got duplicates, I made a stack of duplicates. And this is also organized already by the sets and numerical and stuff like that for my organization. One of the things I thought about doing, just for myself, and apologize for the neighbor's dog barking. I got my window up because it's kind of a nice day, but unfortunately the dog's barking. Um, One of the things I want to do with um, my bulk, my extra, my duplicates, is instead of them keeping them organized the same way I'm keeping the sets organized, which the sets are organized by the when they came out, so it's oldest to newest. I think what I'm going to do with my duplicates is I'm going to keep that in set kind of alphabetical order. So like what I'm going to start with here, like the very first pile is the set name I believe is 2x2. So that's the first because it's starting with a number and it's the lowest number. So I think I'm going to keep my bulk that way, just so that as I get my new bulk duplicates and stuff like that, that it makes it a lot easier for me to organize that when I go, just because I always feel like I'm going to have more of that than anything else. Just so it just saves me some time in organization. So I'm going to, before I put all this away, I'm going to do that as well. But one of the other things I want to do with the content that I'm making is change up a little bit how I'm doing it, because I feel like I ramble a lot and I'm trying to talk and fill in space, kind of like what I'm doing now, but I'm using this as an explanation of what I want to do. I think what I'm going to do is bring everything up, show you where we're at the moment. With what I'm going to do behind me is I'm going to grab a couple sets. I'll have my other phone. I'll kind of record so you can see what I'm doing, and then I'm going to kind of pause. I'll go in, add everything the into here into Rare Candy. I apologize. I'm still waking up. It's really early. I got my coffee here. I'm drinking my coffee. I need it. I woke up really early this morning. I didn't sleep well. But this is the only day I have some time to do this, so that's why I make it. But anyway, so I think what I'm going to do is show you what I have for that set, kind of just so you can see it up close or whatever. And then I'm going to pause. I'm going to show you the set, basically what I have, pause, show the set. When I'm done adding everything, pause, and then I'll show you the Google spreadsheet before, pause, and after I like load everything in and stuff. So this way, the content itself will probably be a little bit shorter, but it won't have all that like kind of, I guess, me rambling stuff, I guess. And I'll see if I like that more. I might not. I might go back. Again, I'm still learning all this and I'm still trying to find my groove and my way of doing things. So with this, I'm going to pause here. Basically, I'm going to grab a couple sets. Like I said, I'm going to do this in the set numerical or out like set alphabetical order. So it's not going to be by date or anything like that. So we're just going to do that. I think what I might do, because some of these sets I only have like one or two cards, and then other ones I have piles. So I think depending on how many I'm going to have in each kind of set will depend on how many I'm going to grab and kind of go through with you guys. So let me kind of get everything arranged on my end here, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay, I am back. So I got my 6 sets here that I want to go over. Sorry for a little bit of the delay. If you noticed the time, literally I kind of paused to kind of get it set up, and then I got an email and I had to go do some work. So I hopped over, did that, took care of what I needed to do, came back. So like I said, this is what my plan is. I'm gonna grab a couple sets. I'm gonna show you what I got. Just kind of go through that. Then I'm gonna pause again. Going to show you rare candy, like kind of prior. I'm going to add the set, show you if we have the set already, show you where we're at in the set. If not, show you it's a new set. Then I'm going to go through, add everything, show you afterwards, show you the spreadsheet, kind of pause again, bring the spreadsheet back up after I'm done showing everything, just to kind of cramp everything down so it's not as much. So I literally am just going to kind of start grabbing here and start showing you. So give me a second. Let me get my, there we go. There we go. So got that started there for you. All right, so I'm going to do this by sets. So this set, come on, focus there. Come on, take my hand out. Come on. So this is 2x2. I don't know the set names yet. I just know the set abbreviates. So what basically the plan is like I said, show you what I got here, and then we're going to add. Now that big pile that you see down over my left shoulder there, that is like I said, that is the dupes that I got from just organizing everything that's behind me. There are some of the sets that that are behind me that I already have stuff in. So as I go through and add, if what I have in these piles behind me are dupes of what I already have, well, they'll get added to that pile, and then that all my dupes will then get just organized differently, like in the duplicate box that I have. So it'll just be a little bit easier for me to find stuff when I get new ones in the future. But this is, like I said, just showing you kind of what I got in everything. So, I mean, 129 new sets, or 129 sets in general, is pretty decent. Not all of them are going to be new, obviously, but it's still, I think, a good amount of stuff. It does look mostly common, uncommon. I don't remember seeing a whole heck of a lot of anything else in there, but it's still bulk, so it's good. Next one, 2XM. This is the only one we got in 2XM, so that's the only one for that set. The next one here, this is A25. I think the reason it's not focusing is because I have my overhead light on as well, and I think the glare is like throwing off the autofocus. But this is A25. So I mean, this is going to add a good amount of stuff, definitely, to the list. Just add overall to the collection. I don't think it's going to really help me get too much closer to finishing any particular one set. But I still think I'm glad that I got the bulk. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that we were able to get so much. This set is, again, I'm just trying to get the autofocus here. AFR. I'm definitely glad we were able to get the bulk, just so that I can add all this stuff in, all at once. So it's just going to take time. But again, that's kind of good. It's good and bad because unfortunately I don't have a lot of free downtime, so it's a little hard for me to do all this and can try to be consistent with the content. But it still gives me something to do when I have the downtime. AKM is this one, and like I said, I'm enjoying this. I do this for fun. I just wish I could be a little bit more consistent with it, but my schedule, unfortunately, is a little so unpredictable. Even like I just said, I was simply just trying to get set up to make this, and I literally got an email and had to take a 15-20 minute pause to go do work randomly. So this is the last set. This is BBD. There's only 2 in BBD that I got. So now I'm going to pause for a sec. I'm going to get everything set up to show you what we have in the sets and stuff like that on rare candy and all. So I will be right back. All right, so the first set we have is the 2x2, which is the double master set, and we do have some of these already. We actually have 180 of 603. So I am going to go through the pile that I have here, and we're going to see how many more we can add to this and how many duplicates we have. Alrighty, so we were only able to add a total of 3 cards. I was able to swap a couple of them out for hollows because I'm preferring, if I'm going to be doing the master system, I'm preferring to have a hollow versus a normal. So I was able to switch a couple out for hollows. We only added 3. So let me get over here into the new set. I already pulled up Double Master. So we are now at 183. Whoops, 83, not 38. 183 of 603, so we need 420 more. So let me check on the next set. I'll be right back. Okay, so I also realized my light's not on. Not that you really need to see me. You don't need to see this ugly mug. That's not what you're here for. Anyway, so the next one, next set is the Double Master. So the first one we did was Double Master set. This is just Double Master. So this is, I only had 1 for, so this is the card that we added to that. So I don't know why this is not updating. I'm curious if I go back and then come back in if it will update, because I noticed it did not. Okay, I think the website is frozen. Give me a sec. There we go. Yep, no, there. It refreshed the page. So we only have the 1 for this set, so I already went ahead and added it right here. So this is where it's going to fall in the list. So we only have 1 of 415 for that one. So let me get the next set ready, and I'll be right back again. I think I'm liking this format a little bit better because, like, I don't feel like I'm kind of disorganized in between stuff. Alrighty, so the next set we have is Master 25. So we don't have this set, so I'm going to start tracking it. We're going to have a couple. Let me see how many I can get in here. All right, so we had 7 cards for that one. So I added it into the list. This is where it's falling by the year release, because that's this, like I said, that's what this list is saying. So I added that in. So let me see what the next set is. So the next one we have is Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, which is a set we already have. I have 3, 4, 5. I got 6 cards here, so let me check them and see if any of them are duplicates. Okay, so we did add, and we also swapped out because I had a few new ads for that, and then 2 of them I have in my collection. I have regular, and I'm going to swap them out for hollows. So still good. Let me bring the sheet up here real quick. Where it go? There it is. Yep. So this is where we're at now for this set. We're slowly building this set. I always seem to get random ones of this, but this is where we're at so far. So let me work on the next one. Okay, so this is the next set, which we again already have. I have 5 to check. So let me take a look here real quick. All right, so all 5 of those were brand new to the set. So we are up to 21, which is not surprising because there's over 300 cards in this and we barely had any. So added it in. So 314, we now have 21. So we have 293 left. I'm just going to kind of keep recording because I only got the 2 for this one, and it's BBD. And I don't remember what that one is, so let me just check that real quick. So I wasn't sure if I had it. Apparently I do. I have 1 card from it. Now I have potentially 3. So let me see what we have here. So like I said, I'm going to keep kind of recording on this one. So 135, we need to add this one. Normal. And then 180. Done. So now I have 3 for this one. So, all right, so clear that out. Go to Battle Bond 3. All right. So I'm going to wrap that up for today for this video. So I'm going to get everything I have here organized, put into the boxes, kind of work on organizing the bulk behind me as well, because I pulled out my other bulk because I want, like I said, I want to organize it into the, I want to organize my bulk by the set abbreviate, going in alphabetical, just so that when I find the bulk, it makes it easier. So this is where I'm at. I will work on trying to continue to make a couple of these. I'm going to see how this winds up being after editing and stuff like that. Hopefully it comes out really well, and it is going to end up being a shorter video, but I think overall, I think the editing for it might be a little bit better. So we're going to give it a try, see how it works. But I look forward to continuing with these. I can't wait to see what we really have in here. And it's just, I think it's going to be fun and exciting to kind of get through all this. And, but it's just going to take some time. So bear with me on that. But appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, all that kind of stuff. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Thank you for watching Magic Master Sets. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and please feel free to leave a comment.